So let's dig a little more deeper into how you moved into comedy, like pursuing comedy
Yeah.
for the full time
Cool.
career, right? We're talking about how people have this very irrational, behavior when it comes to like just going all full in into the stuff that they want to do. But at the same time, folks who want to do something big also have this inertia, right? They always have this fear about, okay, will I be perfect? And if this
Oh,
is the right thing that I have to do, and I know
mm,
you always say that in order to be good at comedy, you first have to be bad at comedy. So I
yeah.
guess this can be extrapolated to literally anything you want to
Yes.
do in your
So
creative
true.
space, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Like, how did this mindset help you, Alexis?
You want to know something funny? I actually think this mindset comes from the fact that I started my professional career at a tech startup
Mm-hmm.
because it's a very tech startup mindset to say, well, let's get the first version done. Let's just get it done, right?
Yeah.
And then we can make it better from there. But if you don't get anything done, if you don't write any code or, create the first version of your set, or you don't get anything done, you have nothing to improve on. And
Yeah.
I really think a lot of my approach to comedy came from 7 years total is how long I spent in the tech world. Um, Watching my peers and myself just be like, all right, let's just start somewhere. Let's put something up on the wall. Let's put something in the Google Doc and then we can go from there. And the real trick though to how I actually did my first stand-up set is that I reframed what success would look like. I
Mhm.
redefined the KPIs of my first ever open mic. But literally that is what I did. I
Wow, I
was
love the
like,
sound of that. KPIs.
oh God. I mean, I didn't, I just, the big fear that prevents people from doing comedy, and this is only my experience of what people have shared with me is saying, I want to, but I'm afraid of this, is what if I don't get any laughs? What if I'm not funny? What if people don't like me? And I totally get that. That's a very reasonable human thing to be afraid of. But it's very unlikely that you're going to be good at something you've never done before. I think some
Mhm.
people are more naturally gifted in certain ways, but I think it's highly unlikely you're just born an incredible anything. And so for my first open mic, I was so afraid of not getting laughs. Who wants to put themselves out there and be what feels like rejected? But I had this thought and I was like, hang on. What if the success was just doing it? What if I told myself
Yeah.
that success was doing it and failure was not doing it? And laughs had, or the reception and feedback had nothing to do with it. And I swear that is how I convinced myself to get on stage. I wrote my set, I memorized it. It was a 5-minute open mic. Um, and then I was like, okay, I just have to do it. And I have tried to keep that mentality for a lot of what I have done, which is sometimes the success is not, did people like it? Did it go well? It's just, did it get done?